Hey, what's going on, guys? Dope Spawner here, and I am really sorry that it took me so long to make another video. I just looked right now, and it's actually been 11 days since I've uploaded a video, which is far too long, if you ask me. But this is going to be the last major update video on my 3D printer. Not that there won't be any other future updates, but when it comes to the transition of taking it from its stock format to the RAMPS 1.4 and Arduino board, I'm not going to be making any more major updates on it because I am at the point now where I'm pretty much done, if not really done. I'm just doing minor tweakings here and now. So from now on, after this, it'll be a lot of like just printing out different things and tips or tricks and maybe other builds. I definitely have a couple other builds on my mind and just different projects that require 3D printing. So that's kind of going to be what I'll be focusing on in the near future here. But anyways, let's go ahead and show you guys what we've got going on here. If you did, I did do a little bit of a live stream earlier today, but if you missed that, I will go ahead and fill you guys in with what's going on. So let's take a look at what we have. It's crazy to see it back in its original plastic housing because it's been pretty much naked or bare bones for the last, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 months here. So everything is now currently back together. Since the last video, I have hooked up the hotbed, so that is now working. So I can print with filaments other than PLA, like ABS and nylon and you know, Ninja Flex and all that good stuff. And so that's working. The thermistor for the hotbed's working. I also went ahead and I got rid of the default one strip of LED that's like on the inside right here, and I installed 3 LEDs. I picked up a roll, this is basically the stuff right here. I picked up a roll of LEDs, 300 white LEDs off of Amazon, and I wired that in directly to the 12-volt line on the power supply, so that's in here now. So if you look, there is one up top on that side, one on that side, and there's also one where the stock or, you know, default one was. As you can see here, I have the screen back in place. However, it's not hooked up. It's literally there for aesthetic reasons, just to make it kind of look cleaner than having a big hole right there. Obviously, since I'm not using the board that it's intended for, I have no idea how to transition it over to the RAMPS board. I'm not even sure if it's actually possible, so I just put it there to kind of make it look clean. What else have I done since then? Oh, I did go ahead and, in the last video, the hot end, I kind of had installed it incorrectly, and I didn't have a fan mounted on it, which was causing a shitload of problems in terms of clogging and jamming. So I had to basically lift up the whole hot end, and I do have a permanent fan mounted onto the heat sinks of the Pico hot end, which again basically just keeps prints cool and keeps it from clogging, because I was having tons of issues with that. I also ordered a webcam, and I printed this, there's a bracket right here, I'm sure you can see, and there's a webcam that is pointing on the bed, which is also why I wanted better lighting in here, because I wanted to be able to record and time-lapse my prints from up close and personal, so that's in there now. However, I'm a little disappointed because this camera, it was definitely a spontaneous purchase without any prior research on the camera, and it doesn't have autofocus or manual focus, it just has fixed focus, which sucks ass. So I have to open it up and actually manually adjust the lens, so I'm going to try to mod that and get that going so that way the quality's a little better, because I tried a live stream today and it looked garbage. So anyways, that's printed though. I also printed out this bad boy right here, which basically is going to hook on, it's going to hook on in here, and that way I can have the whatever filament roll I'm currently working on will be inside the printer. Just because since the printer's housing is so fucking massive, any space I can save in my little room is nice. So if I can keep one roll inside, why not? The only thing is, because of my mechanical end stops, the wiring's not very long, it gets in the way, so I actually have to snip and extend the wire, probably give it about another foot, just so there's plenty of slack and doesn't cause any problems and tear out or rip or anything like that. So that's that. And then lastly, I also ran a USB extender cable from my desktop over here around the back to this bad boy, which is a 4-port USB add-on that I use double-sided sticky, so that way the webcam just hooks on right here, and the cable for the USB cable that hooks up to the computer for the printer just plugs in right here too. Just thought it was kind of a nice little touch to have it right there versus trying to run a bunch of cables. Just run one long cable, and then the rest of them can kind of hook up right here, and I can activate them and deactivate them as necessary, which there's no reason to really deactivate any of those. So yeah, but that is that. Prints have been coming out pretty damn good. I did some pretty cool bed calibration. I don't know if I have the part out right now. Let me see if I can find it. Printed out this, which I found I printed this before my bed was even calibrated, and it turned out pretty well. The only issue I have is with the top of the circle or whatever, because I didn't use any kind of supports or fill on the inside. It got a little bit sloppy, but it still works great nonetheless. And basically this sits on the railing of the Davinci printer, which then allows me to take this guy. So like that, basically it sits on the railing, and I put the bed, I put this on each of the four corners of the bed, and basically ensures when it gets touched, the dial moves, and it basically just ensures that the bed is level. This thing was like 25 bucks. It's actually like expensive, but it'll last, I'm sure, forever, and it's just to make sure, like, for certain that your bed is completely leveled. So yeah, anyways, I am, again, very excited that this thing is up and alive, and hopefully you guys are too. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below, and I mean, it's definitely not going to be the last video talking about this transition. It's just going to be the last, like, hey, I've got an update on my printer, because now the printer is alive and well. So now we'll go ahead and do some printing, and hopefully some fun projects and stuff like that. Alright, Dope Swanner, if you liked the video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe for new great videos, and I will see you guys in my next video. I'm out. Peace.